Good morning, party people. Good morning. It's Randy for Thunderhorse Descendant. Whew. See if I remember how to do this. Hi, Rosanna. Hi, Lori. Oh. How are you guys doing today? I have to tell you, over the weekend, I broke my coffee pot, the glass part, the caffer or whatever they call it. So now, I'm making coffee in my percolating camping coffee pot on the stove. It's a thing. Oh, Lori, living the dream. Lovely. Just lovely. I hope you all had a wonderful and safe weekend this weekend. We did the, if you were not present for the Found Objects Challenge Winter Ducky Race, we did that last night, and Christine was the winner. Congratulations to Christine. Hi, Bonnie. I'm getting coffee. I'll be right back. Okay. Hi, Nancy. Yeah, so Christine was the winner, so good for her. Congratulations. We'll be shipping out, we gave away the Roman glass last night with the book and the free entry into the FOC. So the FOCs have been posted. If you need to get one, they are online, and they will be online until they either sell out or until they come off the website like next Wednesday. It's usually like a week or something. Good morning. Hi, Amanda. Oh, there's Christine right there. Good morning. Yeah, so in other announcements, I did post 2 bargain bead boxes over the weekend. I posted the, was it 2 or 1? I know I posted the pearl one. I posted the pearl bracelet, so that is up there. And then I also posted the Ceradonics bracelet with the little ties on it. Maybe that was before the weekend. Anyways, so I did get those 2 posted. I'm going to be working on more videos today. Good morning, Cynthia and Nancy. Good morning. Good morning. Both the Nancys are on. Lovely. Hi, Donna. Yeah. So that's what I got going on. There is no Claim It Live bead sale this week, as it is a short week. We just came back technically to work today, and we're shipping out all the FOC and the sale orders. So we had a sale over the weekend. I think the sale is actually still going on. I think some of the sale is still going on until today, I'm pretty sure. So FYI on that. Good morning. Hi, Donna. So, just as a reminder, we do not have any Claim It Live bead sale. There will be a Claim It Live bead sale next week, but until then. Okay, so let me show you what I'm working with today. See if my camera will work. I don't even know. I haven't even been on YouTube in a million years. It's too close. So I grabbed this up out of the box this morning. This is, I'm not exactly sure what this is. We got to consult the bone. So the box says M55 1979. Okay. Oh, there it is. Flipped right to it. It must be fate. So this is the design that we had done. Looks like quite a while ago, actually. Let me see what's in this box. I got some good stuff on the sale. Yay! Okay, so we got some beadle-on stringing wire stringing project. Okay. Okay, so this is this. Oh, this is a locket. You guys, I totally don't even remember this, like, at all. I honestly, I don't remember this. Okay, so this is a locket. This is that. And check glass. Oh, okay. So we've got some different shaped check glass here. Is this, or this is, yeah, I mean, some of it is stone. Some of it is stone and some of it is check glass. And we've got some arrows. Okay, there's the arrows. And these are like little spacer doodads. Sparkly small stuff on the top, okay. Do you like my notes? Sparkly small stuff. This is how we remember what we're doing. All right, so I guess this is what we're gonna make today. Smashing. So let's get to it. I'm gonna put this kind of over here so I can remember what I'm supposed to be doing. I haven't even beaded all weekend, you guys. First of all, this is gonna be like one of those projects where I'm like, I don't know if my hands are gonna work today, but we're gonna do it. It should be an easy stringing project. Get all this stuff ready because I didn't do any beading this weekend. I was down there in the studio attempting to clean a little bit, which also didn't go as I planned. It seems like there was a lot of things this weekend. So I broke the coffee pot. So then there was glass and coffee everywhere. I'd clean that up and I'd do the floors. We'd just done the floors the night before. And then Jake had some accidents over the weekend. Yes, Rosanna, quack. Who's quacking? Hi, Annalise. I missed you guys. Here we are. Jake had some accidents over the weekend in his bed, like some incontinence, and I'm just like, oh no. So I think that's kind of maybe like old dog syndrome going on there, but I don't know. So we had to clean that a couple of times, 3, 4 in the morning there. So that was a thing. And just other stuff was happening. I made bread for the first time, by the way. I don't know if I'm gonna need both of these. Well, it says I might. I'll just cut this one. For now. We'll see what we get with that. So yeah, it was a whole thing. There's a lot of different stuff going on. This is quite cute. I must have been like, oh, we'll just go like this and just take that one off. Right? That's probably what I said. It makes sense. Hey friends, my fair on Saturday was so fun. I sold 8 items, which is out of 70 pieces. It was hot and I cut 4 hours short because of the threat of rain. I will be more organized. Great, Nancy. That is great, Nancy. Well, I'm glad that you got some items sold. That's always fun. When you start to do shows, it's always like, you never, do these match? You never really know what to expect until you start doing it, you know? So, good for you. These don't match. Okay, so they kind of don't match. Like these ones do. A little bit. Don't mind me, I'm talking to my beads. This is kind of cool. This is an agate, I think. It's got this little agate piece on it. Okay, so these ones match, and these ones don't match. And these ones match, and these ones, these kind. Okay, what else do we got over here? Some of these I think are obsidian. They're giving me shine on the edge like obsidian. Play this little game. These could possibly match. How about this one? I am glad. Yeah, I think it's always fun when you start going to shows and you kind of get to have the experience of the show, which is fun. So, okay, these don't necessarily have to match, but these two. These ones are all kind of wonkety wonk. Okay, so I'm gonna start with that. If we need some more, I might put in some not matchy ones. I'm just gonna put those to the side for right now. Okay, then we got a pendant. And it looks like I got this 7-strand beetle on wire up here in gold. Let me see something. Okay. I believe Rosanna sent this to me. I'm thinking she did. So I'm just gonna get enough where I can double up on it. This necklace is not gonna be that heavy, so I'm not terribly concerned about it. And then I need some findings. Big storms in Iowa. I think that it is great that you sold some things. When I started doing farmers market, I didn't sell anything for the first few months. No damage of any of my trees. That surprises me. Yeah, that's kind of a thing that happens. Like, it kind of depends on, like, the show. I know we talk about this a lot, but it kind of depends on the show. Like, it's like a lot of factors. Like, what else is going on that weekend? What kind of stuff you got? Who the clientele is for the show? You know, like, the whole thing. Because that happened to me a couple of times, too, when I started. Well, my first show was actually pretty good. I sold a lot of stuff. But there was a couple of shows there shortly thereafter where I didn't sell very many things. And so I had went from, like, my very first show, I sold a lot of things, and then I went to another show, and then I didn't sell anything really at all. And I was like, this is weird. Because it was like, oh, maybe that was just a fluke. It's always scary. But in the end, I think it just kind of depends on all what's going on with the venue and the advertising and the people. Because I can go to a show here in Minnesota and have a good show. And then I can go to like, literally, I don't live that far from Wisconsin, like over the border. I can go to Wisconsin and not sell anything. Hi! My work has progressed a lot since then. Thank you all for sharing your experiences. I have only done one, and that was the boat show. I made some money and had a beautiful day. Well, there you go. Karen had a headache yesterday. Oh no. Okay, so I'm just gonna get this ready to go, and then we're just gonna string it up. If my fingers work today, we shall see. Or if I don't knock the lamp over first. You guys, I've been so clumsy this weekend. I broke my coffee pot. Almost blew my house up with gas. Told you about that. Also having to do with coffee, by the way. Let me just say that much. Like, I don't know what else I did. I was breaking stuff downstairs. It's not good. But anyway, while I was down there, I started a couple new boxes. So if you guys follow along with me, you know, sometimes I like to store my beads in projects, not in, like, necessarily like stones or anything. I do that as well. I do store them like gemstones. I store them, you know, check glass all together, whatever. But sometimes I like to store them as projects. So I started a new charm bracelets box last night, or this weekend. charm bracelets, I started another earring box, which is an indication to me that I need to make more earrings with what's already in the first box. Okay. Get this guy going. Easy peasy. Hi, good morning, Laverne. We got them in South Carolina. I do like the experience, not so much uploading to Etsy and all that. Do you sell on Etsy? You must. I think, yes, because I think I follow you, right? Is that Etsy though? I don't remember if it's Etsy. The whole experience of being on Etsy or uploading onto, hold on, I can't see. The whole thing about being online is, yeah, it's a thing. It's definitely a thing. The whole process of like taking the photos and editing the photos and putting it in the listing and writing the description and then giving it a SKU number and all that business. Okay. All right, so it's been a long time since I started at the end of a necklace, so let us take a look at this, because now I've put myself into a situation, per usual. So let me look about how I want to do this. See, if you start in the middle, you don't really have to do this. Sorry, I'm like way over. You don't really have to do this because you can just start in the middle, but I already started my end because I guess I'm talking and whatever. So I'm going to do a few of these over here underneath this thing. I better do 4. So we got 4. Then we got this guy and this guy. What does this diagram say? Oh, it wants me to do arrows like this. Okay. Arrows like this. Arrows like this, and then, no. Arrows like this, and then arrows like that. So they look like they're one piece. Got it. Check. And then this. I wonder if I shouldn't do a little sparkle in between there. Why not? We'll do a little sparkle. That's fine. Do a little sparkle over here. And then I think I'm just going to go like that. But I got to make sure I'm going to have enough length. Otherwise, I may end up in an issue. So I need 2 for this. I love this already. Well, good. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh, no, I probably don't want to do these 2 round ones, right? Because we got weird stuff. Okay, let's do weird stuff. Squares. And then this guy. This guy. Is this square? Yeah. And then 2 of these guys. Boop, 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 boop. And this guy. Yeah, I think, I'm guessing, so let me keep going. Maybe more circles. More circles, because they're kind of heavier, so they'll have to be at the bottom, you know, to bring it all down. Bum, bum. I don't put this funky one. No, I'm going to do these like chiclet looking ones right here. Okay. And then I got these 2 left. So do those. And then I think what we're going to have to do, because we don't have enough length, just eyeballing it doesn't look like enough. So then I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to fill in with these crystals. So it looks like I kind of knew that when I made this diagram. Because look, little sparkly crystals all on the top. My Etsy is stale. It's dead. Oh no. That's not good. Outsourcing some of my PC stuff. We shall see. What does that mean? You're outsourcing some of your PC stuff? You're like giving it to boutiques or something? Okay, make sure I got this all. I may as well just use all these. I'll go again. Boom, 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 boom. Use all these arrows up because I only got, well, I guess I have 3. Maybe I want to make a pair of earrings. Maybe I'll just keep these 3 just in case. And then I'll go on to this next little crystal. Actually, I think this is going to work out pretty good. If I just split this and then add this half, 1/2 to each side, I think we will end up probably about 20 inches is my guesstimation. So let me do that. And then we'll get going. I really like this locket. This I know I got at Taylor's Falls. This locket. Alright, and that can be for this side. Alright, here we go. Is everybody ready? It's like, yeah, Randy, hello. It's technically Monday, okay, guys? It's technically Monday. Alrighty. So I have this doubled up piece of wire. So I do use all my wire, and I have gotten quite a lot of wire from Bead and from friends, and even from the Thunderhorse Descendants here. Like I said, I think I got this wire from Rosanna. This is the 7-strand wire. So here's the deal. This is the Bead 7-strand, and according to this, I don't know if does this one give a weight? But you can see it's got 7 strands of wire, and it's got the coating, and that's how they always do all of their wire. But they have up to, you know, like 49 strand wire and stuff, significantly heavier wire for stones and different types of things. And a lot of people prefer to do the soft flex because it is a little more flexible. Like this one says it's flexible, but the soft flex is a little more flexible. But what I do, because this is the 0.38 millimeter, and if you have a 0.38 millimeter, I just double it up. So then you have at least 14 strands. So I'm like, it's okay. I've never had a problem. And when I very first started beading, I did use the doubled up wire because when I very first started beading, I was unaware of beading wire. And I would just get mine from Walmart, and I would use that. It's basically the same stuff, the Walmart wire. And because it's 0.3, I think theirs is 0.30. It's like 0.30 millimeters or whatever. And I made all my necklaces on there doubled up, and I never had an issue. So if it doesn't bother you to do that, then you can use up some of that wire. If it does bother you, then get the stuff that you like, I also kind of liked this because it's gold and it's matching my locket. 7-strand is not as forgiving as 19-strand. It is a bit stiff and does not lay well for me. I'm hoping, Karen, that I got enough weight on there that maybe it ain't gonna matter. That's what I'm hoping. But I kind of feel bad because, like I said, Beadalon sends me wire and stuff, and they don't usually send 7. They send 19-strand. That must be their favorite. Or maybe it's Meredith's favorite because she's the one who does the box. And I like to use it, but it kind of depends on your project. I think someone also had told me once that the 7-strand wire was originally for some kind of where they did like wire knotting, like where they like did like this, you know, type of thing. Like they did some kind of like almost like crochet thing, or there's like a reason for it. I don't know. 19 is my favorite. I like 7-strand for beaded chokers. Yeah, everybody's got their preferences. I just don't really care that much to not do the double strand. I think it's fine, in my personal opinion. It does make it sometimes a little tougher to get your little beads on there, but it's whatever. Also, you guys, my grandma, when she does her beading, she prefers to do the double strand. And I don't know, like this, she prefers to do like this setup with the double strand. And I don't know if it's because I was trying to tell her, I said, Grandma, you know, you don't have to have 2 strands if you have the heavier beading wire. You know, I was trying to explain it to her, and she said, I don't believe that, Randy. It's like, okay, well, that's what it says. And she's like, I don't care what it says. I'm using 2. So I think it just makes her feel better. I'm like, okay, well, it's fine. I just thought it was hilarious. Okay, so we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 25. 25 crystals. Can you guys remember that? 25 crystals. Not all soft flex is 49 strand. The fine is 21 strand. Not sure what the extra fine is. Well, yeah, I got some of that extra fine soft flex wire on, I believe, the Bargain Bead Store, Dollar Bead Club. Why can I never remember the name of those people? There's so many bead clubs. Anyways, they were selling it, the extra fine. I think it was not very expensive, as I remember. Okay, so now I gotta go pointy side up. Pointy side first. Pointy side first. And then this side first. Oh yeah, it's gonna be cute. Look how cute it's gonna be. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm trying to think of a time when I used it. I think I might have used it for pearls, honestly. It was pretty small. It's very, that extra fine is pretty small. But I was trying to think of another time when I might have used it. If I did, I probably doubled it up because I didn't think it was safe. I like your giraffe necklace. Oh, Karen's giraffe necklace? I did see that. It's quite smashing. She used the giraffe clay beads that we sold a while ago, and I seen that she put her brass, her African trade bead brass in there, which is super awesome. It looks very cool. Okay, so this is my pattern I got going on. I'm quite digging it, honestly. I like the little triangles where they're like this, so they look like one bead. Nice. Brooke likes my pendant. Thank you, Brooke. 25, 25, 25. I was like, what are these numbers? It is sold. Someone wanted it off the post. Someone from Candy Cooper's group. Yeah. I bet they did want it. Very pretty. Also, I have to get together the Found Objects Challenge little video where it shows everybody's work. I'm going to try to do that today as well after I get done with all this business. Oh, by the way, Shannon wasn't really impressed with my cleaning job downstairs. I just told her before she went down there, I said, Shannon, it's not good. Then I told her about all the things I had to do. She was like, mm-hmm. Ew. Uh-oh. Yeah, I think this is gonna be kind of cute. I like it. I will probably leave. Do you guys leave the locket empty? Do you ever put things in your locket? I remember having so many lockets, and I think Jeff bought me a locket. It's my Dreamcatcher locket, which I should really wear and find because that's a thing. But I put a picture of him and Jordan in the locket. That's like the only time that I ever put anything in the locket. It's just me. Am I the only person doing that? Running around with empty lockets. Have you looked up the history on lockets? It's quite interesting. They were putting poison in there, locks of hair from the babies, love letters, just all kinds of things. It's like, what? Oh. I love the video. That way I see everyone's projects. Sometimes I miss them in the feed. Yeah, I like to do it. I like to put the video because then you get to see everybody's stuff all together. Last time I put the video, I put like the actual part of the live in there, like the ducky race. So like maybe if you missed the ducky race, you could see it. Or for the new people who have not participated, they would know about the ducky race. But I don't think I'll put the whole thing in there. Just the actual ducky race. Who knows what I'm doing? I gotta go download that from Facebook. It's like a whole thing. Okay, now I gotta put on my pendants. So now I got 4 little guys. It's like, do we really need all this? I guess we do. This big old thing over here. I'm gonna do 4. Do 4? Maybe I could do 2. No, I better do 4. So my idea here is I'm gonna put these 4 little beads on, then I'm gonna put on my pendant. We better just make sure that's closed up good and tight. Do you have storage and keep your phones from overheating when making videos? I would love to use my phone using the video cam now. So my phone is a Samsung. It's the Samsung S10, not the Note, just the regular one, and I really enjoy that for videos. It works quite good. The camera's very good on it. I did lots of research. So mine gets hot, but it takes a long time for it to get hot. But it will, so like we do this morning show, I'm using my phone camera for this right now, and I'm using it on Wi-Fi to stream to Streamlabs, which I'm then putting on YouTube, like this whole thing. But it will do this whole video, and it'll still have, it won't be super hot, and it'll have a lot of charge left on the battery. So I like that about it. And I don't like this about it. I gotta change this. This ain't gonna work for me. I was hoping that it'd be small enough ring that it wouldn't go over the arrows here, but it's not doing that, so I'm gonna change it up. But yeah, so the other thing I have is I had purchased with our coffee money and our donations, and mostly from my mom. Remember when my mom dropped like $500 on the donation? I was able to buy my camera. I bought the Canon Mark X S3 or something. It's a Canon camera, and I use it for video. So here's the thing about the camera. It's a very good camera, but there's a lot of very interesting like settings with it, and I'm still learning about it, so sometimes the videos are a little hard. I just recently discovered a new thing on my camera, but the camera works really well, and I got a card for it, and I'm trying to still learn all the things. But cameras are not sold as video cameras, so they will only run video for like 15 minutes or 20 minutes, and it'll automatically stop when you're videoing, because it's got something to do with how they market it, because if otherwise they would have to market it as a video camera. There's a whole thing about that, I guess. I don't know. So they just let them run for so long, and then they'll automatically shut off, and then you gotta start, like, record another portion of your video. So that's kind of a thing. But when I was looking into that, I picked that camera because a lot of the girls that I was watching, not beading, but like that were doing like YouTube videos and stuff like that, they were using this camera. They were all advancing to a new camera, but I was like, well, I don't have $3,000, so here we are. Hi, Rebecca. But yeah, I use my phone, and your phone will work for YouTube and for Facebook if you wanted to do that. I would suggest for anybody who's gonna do videos, though, let me just tell you, get one of those overhead, if you're gonna like sit down and do beading videos or any kind of art videos. I mean, I know everybody's different, but I would suggest getting hold on, now I gotta go upside down, so I gotta go this way. I would suggest getting one of those tripods that sets on your desk. It's like a big thing. It's like a big, like an arch, and it sits on the desk, and it sits over your whole area. Because then, even if it's tall, you can get your phone or your camera. This is another reason I got the Canon, because it's got a flip out screen, so I don't have to hook it up to like a laptop or anything to know when I'm in the frame, because it's got a flip out camera or like a flip out screen. So I can put it up there because it's facing down, and then I can tilt the screen out so I can see what I'm doing. But I went through a lot of money and a lot of trial and error and anguish about trying to find a tripod to help me to do my YouTube videos. And I mean, there's a lot of options out there, but the one that I found was that one. So it sits on the desk, and you put your camera or your phone in there, and then you just set it up so that you can do your video, and then you don't have anything in your way. As far as like, sometimes when I do my Facebook videos, I still have to use my other tripod, my little white one, which I also really like, my travel one, and I paid $80 for mine, and I would pay it again, and that's saying a lot because I'm cheap. Because I was actually considering getting two of those, because I keep that white one on my desk for Facebook videos. I don't use my big tripod for Facebook. I only use it for YouTube when I'm using my camera. It's a whole thing. A lot of crap. Wait, now. Why can't I remember this? Okay, pointy and first. Good morning. It's Rebecca. Good morning, Rebecca. So cool. Yeah, I went through a lot of tripods. And then I created my own light for downstairs for my shadow box, because I had all these tripod parts from all these different tripods I was using. And I had this ring light, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna MacGyver this into being what I want it to be. Let's just go like this so Randy don't mess up, huh? How about it? Yeah, that's pretty good. Boop. And yeah. I was thinking though this weekend, I was thinking about taking, this one's no good. I was thinking about taking my my table off bed risers. So also all of my tables are on bed risers. People have asked me about that before. I also put my tables on bed risers at shows. Sometimes not all of them, but so I know, so like I stand up and bead. Whenever you see me on YouTube, I'm standing up beading. And part of the reason for that is because I used to have to look through my camera. That was before I got my other tripod, but now I have my other tripod, so I could actually sit down. The thing is that I don't know that I really want to do that because I am so used to standing up beading now that when I sit down, I don't want to get myself in the camera, you know? But I thought, oh, well, I'll try it. We'll see how that goes, see how comfortable it is. But I don't know. I kind of prefer now to stand up and just like do the beading. So I don't know if I'll take my stuff off of bed risers, but I do like to use them. I even have all my craft shows on, or my craft tables that are downstairs in the Bead Studio. All those are on bed risers so that they're higher and you don't have to look down, or you don't have to like bend down so much. They're higher up. So like if you're standing up, you know, cutting paper or, you know, doing, you know, sorting things or whatever, shipping or whatever you're doing, you don't have to bend down on your back so much. So that's what we do. I find that 20-minute stuff work when uploading and editing. 2 more processes. It takes a very long time. Yeah. Making a YouTube video, if you are not familiar with the YouTube video process, it's a lot of things. So you got to get ready for your video. You got to get everything set up. You got to get your lights working and everything's, you know, whatever, and it's quiet. You got to make sure it's quiet so you can record. Get all your beading stuff ready. Then you have to make your beading, and there's a lot of starting and stopping with the bead work because, you know, your camera's only going to go for 20 minutes or whatever, so you gotta start, stop that. Do an intro, do an outro. Then you got to get your finished piece made, and then you got to take photos of it. And then you bring it up here and you load all that into the computer. Then you got to go and edit your photos, and then you got to go and edit your video. But first you got to upload all that into the computer, put it in a folder, move it around, get it in there. Then you got to edit the video. That takes a long time, especially if you're going to speed stuff up, slow stuff down, cut things out. You know, maybe you messed up, started swearing, you can't have that in there, you gotta take that out. Maybe the dog was barking or somebody was yelling at you from the door and you're just like, I'm doing a video. Maybe you were doing that. You gotta cut all that out of there. Then you gotta get your music in there. Yeah, Rosanna, and hope you don't screw up your project. That's the #1 thing. Because then you gotta find out, you either gotta start over with your video, because otherwise it's not going to match. You either got to start over or be real creative in how to edit it out. Or you could just be like me and put a card and say, this didn't work, don't do it like that. If you ever see that, that's because I'm just like, no, I'm not doing this again. I'll just warn you, don't do it like this. 25 crystals, right, Christine? Okay, 1. Anyway, then once you edit it, you're not done. You have to you then have to render your video. So sometimes rendering your video, depending on your computer speed, can take up to 2 hours for it to put itself together like a video. Then you take your rendered video and you go over, log into YouTube, and you gotta upload it into YouTube, which could take another hour depending on how long it is. Depends on how long it is, because they're gonna run checks. Then you got to do your description over there. There's a whole like 8-page process of how to get it on there. You got to answer all these questions. You got to put in a rating. You got to do all these things. And then once it's uploaded in there, then you can put it out to the world after it's got its 2 hours of rendering or whatever it needs to do. And then you can put it out to the world. And that's why I just get really upset and cry when people are just like, we don't like your video. Here's a thumbs down for you. And I'm just like, sad. Like, this took me 2 days. I'm glad you don't like it. Whatever. Sad. Or the trash truck comes by. Yeah. I just gave up on that, Rosanna. There's too much crap happening in this house. There's doggy toes all around, and there's doggy toes, and there's all kinds of trash trucks and people driving by. I live on this street over here where there's a lot of traffic, and Shannon's up here moving around, and sometimes Jeff's moving around. So I just gave up. I was just like, we are in a working studio. There will be noise. We love you, Randy. Thank you. The uploading, processing, and checking. Yeah, that takes a long time, too. So, yeah, it's not for the faint of heart. I'll tell you that much. But, I mean, I think it's nice that we have the ability to do it. It's just that sometimes I get tired of doing all of that. And that's why I was just like, I would like to do some live beading for a while. I'm gonna have to count them, but I think we need like 4 more beads. 1, 2, 3, 4. Seems like I am doing it right then. Yeah. You're doing it right. Don't worry. It just takes that long. Some people have editors for their videos. A lot of people do, actually. You can pay for editing of your video. The problem with that, which I've done, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 25. Okay. Says that it is correct. The trouble with that is that unless they're if you mess up a lot in your video, like it makes it really hard for them to know, like, especially if they're not a beader. Like, you know what I mean? Like if they don't know how it's supposed to go together, like when you're doing a how-to video or something, or like a tutorial, or you're like, hey, this part goes here, and they just don't know, and then they like smash it all together like in parts it doesn't go. That doesn't help. It's just like, no. Your videos wouldn't be the same without Jakey Toes or Bunsen meowing. Oh yeah, and then yeah, Mr. Bunsen just throwing everything on the floor all the time. I'm just like, ugh, I can't. I used to get really frustrated when I would like not have the perfect, you know, setup, or like I would, you know, like if the animals were bothering me, or like I would get, I would get super frustrated and not want to bead because I was frustrated, you know, because nobody likes to bead when they're frustrated or not like try to do it. Okay, what's going on with this thing? Get in there. Hold on, I'll go get a different one. But I just gave up on all that, and I'm just like, hey man, you know what, here I am, I'm just a girl in my basement with my dog, my cat who likes to throw things on the floor. If you're not into that, I understand. Okay, I'm gonna trim this up a little bit. Get him in there. This one, I'm thinking that other one got squished. This one is not helping me. Maybe it's just too big. I don't believe that to be true because I've done this a million times. Hi, Tracy. Good morning. First time on morning coffee, and I have mine. Haha. This is Tracy from the Facebook group. Good morning. Excellent to see your strategies. This is a beautiful necklace. Will there be earrings to go with? Wearing Stones has donated 50 NOKs through Super Chat and is now the life of the party. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Thank you, Annalise. We'll buy coffee with it. Appreciate your donation. I don't know how many NOKs of 50 whatever's is, but thank you so much. I appreciate you. I have to buy my own creamer because Jefferson was mad. He's always mad at me about his coffee. He's like, you're never prepared for your coffee show. I was like, yeah, I broke the coffee pot and like this weekend I broke the coffee pot and I'm using the percolating coffee pot. Clearly I'm not prepared. Just please give me a day and let me drink your creamer. I like how real you are. Oh, thank you. Thanks, guys. Yeah, we're almost done here. Okay. So now I got through there. I gotta go back. Try to go back through this bead. My ends are not the same, and they're kind of being a problem. Okay. No, I lied. Never mind. I was going to say, oh, you guys just let me do all that and then I didn't even put on the crimp bead, but no, it's on there. I thought I was going to be able to go back through this one here, but no, it turns out no. So, whatever. Get that down there. Alright, now we have to get this pulled down and we gotta get gravity involved. Gravity. So, I think we're looking pretty good here. That. Okay, and I am going to use a bead cover on this, especially since I wasn't able to go back through the last bead here, so I'm going to give it a little space for that and crimp. Good, and I'm going to cut way up there, pretty dang close, so that when I cover with my bead cover, it's going to get that little tail. When my husband comes in, when I am watching, he always comments that she's a kick. Oh, me? Me's a kick? Yeah, I'm something. I'm just like, real life over here, real life beading in the basement. So I always love those little comments on YouTube. They're like, you are not professional at all. And I was like, I never said I was going to be. I said I was going to be here. I didn't say it was going to be pretty. All right, now we need a clasp and we're good to go. I'm loving it. Let's see. Just a regular lobster. Let's see what we got in this little thing. I would like a swivel, but I don't think I have a swivel up here. These all look regular. Maybe there's this one. This one's kind of cool. Or we just want a larger one? That's almost too large. I'll go with that one. I was able to decrease some of the items on my desk, like some of the things that I keep out on my bead desk downstairs. So what I do is I go to the Dollar Tree. You know those little skinny baskets? Those little skinny baskets are usually like blue and white. Who would say such a thing? Well, no, we aren't jewel school or something. No, we're not. And I don't want to be. I don't want to be jewel school. I just want to be me, doing my things. And if you like that, great. And if you don't, great. So I forgot to say. I don't remember. Don't remember. Okay. Put this on this side. I don't think I'm going to do an extender on this one. There we go. Looks pretty good. One of the reasons I'm here. Oh, yay. Blue baskets. Oh, okay. Thanks, Bonnie. So, yeah, so I get my Dollar Tree blue baskets. They're blue and white. You get 3 in a pack at the Dollar Tree. Well, now they're $1.25, so FYI. Whatever. So, I get them there, and then they also sell these little cups at the Dollar Tree. They're supposed to be for, like ranch, you know, they're like little kind of dip cups. And then I just take the covers off. I don't use the covers because the covers don't really work. And then I put 4 of those little cups into a basket, and then I keep in there, you know, my findings that I'm using all of the time, you know, and I just keep those out of my desk, so then I don't have to dig around and get those, you know, find them and whatever. All right, guys, we did it. Hey, 10 o'clock on the dot. 10 o'clock on the dot. Let me see if it's 20 inches. I had guessed it was going to be 20 inches. See how close I am to that. Yes, guessed it. So, I measure from the top of the locket, from the top of the pendant, 21 basically. I was 1 inch off, including everything. It's just about 21, but pretty dang close. So let me show you. Let me model it for you. It looks pretty good. I like that the locket can move, but it can't go past these arrows, you know, because the locket is actually kind of heavy. It's like one of those antique-y ones. Did you see me? Let me point it down a little bit. Probably not on my Johnny Cash shirt very good, but here we are. Because then when you're moving around, it like has a little bit of moving, you know, so it's always kind of in the center instead of being like cocked off to one side. I dig it. I think it's quite smashing. I don't know what. I'll probably put this on the website. So I'm not going to put anything in there. But this part is like almost like enamel. It's like gold and like heavy enamel or something. It was probably quite spendy as an antique type thing because it feels like it's quite heavy. It doesn't say like a brand or any kind of anything on it. Maybe it says on the inside. No, I don't see anything on the inside either. But anyway, I'll take it. So that's what we got. I think it turned out pretty good. I got a bunch of these things as I was cleaning. I won't keep you guys much longer, but as I was cleaning, I got a bunch of stuff, and what I do is I put them, if you're new here, I put them in these little things and I put a number on them. We design with them. As you know, we have made lots of these designs in my book. Where's my book? Here it is. In my book. And then, so now that we've completed this one, because this has the matching number, when I take photos of it, I'll print off a photo and put it in here and I'll be like, hey, it looks like this, whatever. But we have lots of them in here that haven't been done, and the little tray that holds all of these downstairs is full. So I figured we'll just do some of that on the morning coffee, because I wanted to do live beading, because live beading is fun. Maybe you guys don't think it's as fun. I don't know. Do you think it's as fun? Or you don't care? We're just doing stuff? I think that it looks like it's from the 1920s. It is beautiful, and I would think that it is great. I love how the necklace came out. Very nice. You could put a surprise inside. That's a good point, Christine. I love the live beading. I like watching the beading. Live beading is great fun. Okay. Although, I will say, beading in the morning for me is a little rough sometimes. Sometimes my hands don't work, and sometimes just nothing works out. That's just how it's always been for me. So I'm like, we'll try it. Not for a promise it's gonna work out. All right, you guys, well, I won't keep you much longer. It is 10 o'clock. I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who ordered over our sale. We do have still sale stuff going on. If you want to check that out until the end of today, I think. There will be no Claim It Live bead sale. I said at the beginning and say at the end again, no Claim It Live bead sale this week. We'll have a bead sale next week, but short week, so no bead sale. But yeah, that's what we got going on. The FOCs have posted for July. If you were looking to get in on the July 2022 FOC, they posted last night. They started ordering them last night, so they're coming in. They're coming in. So if you need one, they're $5. You might want to get one. We gave away the Roman glass last night, and we're going to ship that to Christine. Shannon was excited that you won, Christine. Alrighty, well, I hope you all have a wonderful, spectacular, amazing beading day. Make sure you show us what's on your mat today. If you are doing any beading, we would love to see and support you. You can add your photos in the Facebook group, Thunderhorse Descendant Facebook group. All of the links can be found in the description of this video if you need to know where to go. And I hope you guys have a wonderful, spectacular day. I'll see you later. Bye.